This is the mother of all herbs, Artemisia vulgaris, otherwise known as common mugwort. The history of this plant starts in Eurasia, where it is native to. The front side of its leaf here is very smooth, while the back side is a very silvery and woolly texture. Whenever you crush it in between your fingers, it has a very, very herbal smell reminiscent of that of sage. There are many different types of mugwort. Artemisia vulgaris, though, is the OG of all the mugworts and is the most commonly used. This plant has a reputation coinciding with astral projection, psychic ability, and lucid dreaming. Cultures all over the world use this ceremonially to induce a higher state of mind. Now it is edible. It leaves a really, really bitter tang in the back of your throat, tonsil, and uvula. Now this is a plant that pregnant women should stay away from because it can cause uterine cramps that are very, very intense and oftentimes lead to miscarriage. And to those that are breastfeeding, there's really not a lot of studies that have been done enough to give a solid stance on whether or not this should be used when breastfeeding. This is oftentimes dried out and used to make teas. The tea can help with stress, can also help with sleep, and then the sleep you get oftentimes is very lucid. It's great for digestion and also helps build your immune system. It's also anti-inflammatory and antibacterial. And it's definitely a plant you should do your own research on, but even holding it gives me a sense of magic. This has become a plant that is all over the United States, and you could find different variations of it in different parts of the United States. Definitely a good plant to have in your apothecary, and definitely a good plant to understand for its many, many uses and the magic sleep it can provide. What is lucid dreaming? Essentially, lucid dreaming is having control or complete consciousness in your dream, knowing where you are or what you're doing and almost having control in your dream. It's often said that after using this for a few different times, you will get some wonderful, wonderful sleep. So I'm going to set my mugwort bounty up in the dash today, and I'm going to let it dry out for later use. Mugwort is often sold in supplement form, and it is considered safe, but it does have a chemical called thujone. And like many herbs, if you have too much of it, it can be dangerous. It does have a look-alike, but it is edible and is called sochan, growing in abundance, also referred to as the yellow cone flower. They have very similar leaves, but sochan's is much bigger. Look up the different uses of this plant, get to know it, study it, and get comfortable with it, as you should with all of nature's medicine. Love y'all. Happy foraging. I recently just started a YouTube channel under Deadeye Two Tongues too. If you want to go onto there, I'll be uploading more content. Go and give me a subscribe, that would really help me, y'all. Love y'all.